crest of 7 hills in Florida's capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend. This is the award-winning News 20 at 5 Live.
Reconstruction might be underway on Cascade Park this month. Welcome to News 20 at 5. I'm Taria Ogden. The Edison will be the newly renovated building on Cascade Park if a construction permit is approved. The renovation was halted earlier this year due to a disagreement on window fixtures. The old pub will be transformed into a family-oriented restaurant that will feature beer-inspired foods. The grand opening is this coming spring. The renovation of the Tallahassee Mall has some locals anxiously waiting while store owners are struggling to keep their businesses open. Here is Shamara Bizzle with more.
The Tallahassee Mall is currently under reconstruction. While other stores are flourishing, store owner Lark McGraw says her business suffered due to lack of exposure.
Much less business. When they decided to renovate the mall, I don't think they did enough advertising to say how many people were still here.
Despite the loss of stores, Tallahassee native Christina Thornton still anticipates the mall's improvements.
Hoping it's going to revive it because it's a lot more convenient location, I think, than Governor Square is. And it's just the mall that I remember from when I was a kid.
The Tallahassee Mall was recently purchased by Alabama-based developer Blackwater Resources. With the developer's new ideas, Grell hopes the change will pull in lucrative stores.
I think we were all very excited. The plans that they walked around and showed us were exciting and different. It was going to be a combination indoor-outdoor mall with freestanding stores and nice landscaping and walking areas, which I thought would be great. I think it would bring a lot of the older businesses that used to be here. I think they'll bring them back. You know, hopefully the big names and get some new anchors. I would think it would spark this mall again to be the great mall it used to be.
The Tallahassee Mall plans its reopening spring 2015. This is Shamara Bizzle reporting for TV News.
For more information, visit www.shoptallahasseemall.com. You can look forward to a decrease in your utility bill soon. Tallahassee residents will notice a significant change on their bill due to reduction of natural gas. Here's Scott Brooks with the story.
The sound you are hearing is natural gas flowing through these pipes. Natural gas is what is used to power Tallahassee's power plants and natural gas customers. The cost of natural gas is decreasing. Tallahassee residents should expect a drop in their utility bill.
Natural gas goes down, that means I can actually see a reduction in the amount I pay each month, which turns into cash in my pocket. And being a college student, the cash in my pocket is going to help so much. I'm just so happy.
The significant savings are projected to boost the local economy. Experts are projecting that over the next year, these savings will produce a $100 million boost. David Ging, the Energy Resources Administrator for the City of Tallahassee, explains to consumers how this will happen.
Those costs are projected to be $40 million less in fiscal 13 than they were in fiscal 12. So that means there's $40 million in the customers' pockets they didn't have last year, and those dollars will be recycled throughout the community and spent in various local businesses and anywhere else where those monies would be spent.
If you would like an even bigger savings, you can switch to natural gas-powered appliances. Natural gas appliances are cheaper to run than electric, and the City of Tallahassee is offering rebates to citizens who switch to natural gas. For a list of these rebates, visit the city's website at talgov.com. The City of Tallahassee does not profit off of natural gas, so all savings will be passed on to the consumers through your utility bill. For News 20 at 5, I'm Scott Brooks.
Tallahassee Community College and Florida State University have developed a new program that will allow students to be admitted to the university. Director of Communication Alex Maxwell stated that the Golden Guarantee program assists students with advising and other benefits to assure acceptance into the institution. According to the school's website, the initiative also guarantees admissions into FAMU and the University of West Florida. Portables are now being used to accommodate the increasing population of students attending public schools here in Leon County. This adjustment has caused a negative response from faculty members. Assistant Principal Sarah Hembry stated that classes are unavailable for her students and new courses can't be given. Teacher salaries were also affected due to the change. Coming up on News 20 at 5, family of Ebola victim Thomas Duncan settles in lawsuit. The Florida abortion bill has been revised, and more after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.
Remember when imagination could take us anywhere? It still can. Destination Imagination is an extraordinary after-school activity that lets any child experience creativity, teamwork, and problem solving. Parents and teachers, start a Destination Imagination team and let your child begin the journey of a lifetime.
Life is full of decisions. One of the most important decisions you'll make is how you spend your time.
Welcome back to News 20 at 5. I'm Taria Ogden. Family of Liberian Thomas Eric Duncan has settled with the Texas Health Presbyterian of Dallas for a disclosed amount. Attorney Les Wiesbroad stated that medical errors in regards to Duncan's case were caused by policies and procedures that were not appropriately followed. Duncan was misdiagnosed last month after seeking medical attention. He died October 8th. HIV medication is currently unavailable to patients who desperately need them. Due to low funding from organizations, patients have been placed on a waiting list. The state of Florida has the largest amount of patients on this waiting list. The growth of HIV has become a great issue here in Tallahassee. The Big Bend Cares organization has teamed up with other organizations to stabilize the matter. Employee of Big Bend Cares, Melissa Walter, stated that the patient assistance program serves as a band-aid until a solution is developed. On Friday, Governor Rick Scott signed a bill changing Florida's current ban on abortions. This law will require women to have a doctor validate if a fetus can survive outside the womb. The law will take effect July 2015. Governor Rick Scott has developed a website that will allow the public to obtain information on state employees' salaries. Some residents don't agree with the idea, while others feel that it is a way for citizens to be informed. Governor Scott feels that every taxpayer should know where the money is spent and also hold officials accountable. Infant mortality is on the rise in the African American community. Here's Alexandria Collins with more on the matter.
18.3 out of every 1,000 black infants born in Tallahassee die at birth. The infant mortality rate has increased from 14.7 per 1,000 in 2005. The Capital Area Healthy Start Coalition is working to inform mothers of ways to decrease their child's risk of death.
What actually causes infant mortality is a lack of knowledge. A lot of women are not familiar with folic acid, which is a vitamin B supplement that they should take on a daily basis, whether they're not pregnant or whether they are pregnant.
In contrast, the county's white infant mortality rate is lower than places like Germany. It has increased, though, from 3.6 per 1,000 to 4.0 per 1,000. Portia Jones, a mother of 3, almost experienced this tragedy.
My 22-month-old was about to be, because when he was born, he wasn't breathing, and it took the doctor like a good 10 minutes to get him back breathing, and I didn't get to see him until like hours later, so I didn't know if my baby was breathing or not, so it was kind of nervous.
Leon County's black infant mortality rate ranks 47th among Florida's 67 counties. Its white infant mortality rate ranks 19th. Working to decrease this number is becoming a joint effort between families and the healthcare system.
Thousands of families have been affected by infant mortality in the Tallahassee community. Thankfully, there are organizations working to change this. For Family TV News, I'm Alexandria Collins.
Learn more, visit www.bigbendcares.org. Breast cancer is widely known to be associated with women. Well, we'll hear of a man's story of overcoming breast cancer after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.
Florida A&M University students have explored international cultures while discovering what they can become.
From Hong Kong working as a camp counselor to the Dominican Republic for the Study Abroad program, I discovered my passion for international studies. As Miss FAMU, the university has prepared me to represent my institution in the global market.
Discover what you can become.
Descubrir lo que puede llegar a ser.
Yeah, what she said. For more information about our study abroad program, visit discoverfamu.com.
Remember when imagination could take us anywhere? It still can. Destination Imagination is an extraordinary after-school activity that lets any child experience creativity, teamwork, and problem-solving. Parents and teachers, start a Destination Imagination team and let your child begin the journey of a lifetime.
Volunteer Leon's Youth Corps is a great way to become more involved in your community and a great way to make new friends. To learn more about how to join Volunteer Leon's Youth Corps, call 921-3015 or visit the website at www.volunteerleon.org.
Volunteer Leon Youth Corps rocks!
Welcome back. I'm Taria Ogden. When you think of breast cancer, you automatically think of the pink ribbon or the stories of women who have survived this illness. Here's an unlikely story of a man who fought hard against breast cancer. Multimedia journalist Brittany Collins has more details of this amazing story.
We are cancer survivors.
I survived breast cancer.
I survived breast cancer. I survived 38 years, and I'm here for that.
On a brisk Saturday morning, hundreds of people warmed up, stretched, and were excited to show their support for the fight against breast cancer, which is also known as the leading cancer among women. But Bobby Dix says that he knows why he came.
It's just great to give back, and I know quite a few people that have been fighting cancer and some that haven't made it, but it's always good to come back and give back to the local community and the people that are fighting the battle now.
A portion of the money raised at the Go Pink 5K run is donated to the Joanna Francis Living Well, which is a relief fund that provides assistance to breast cancer patients. Breast cancer claims the lives of about 40,000 people a year, and according to the American Cancer Society, over 200,000 American women are diagnosed with breast cancer annually.
It wasn't only about exercise today. A lot of people came out in support of their mothers, brothers, sisters, uncles, and with each stride, it had meaning, and that meaning was breast cancer.
Statistics show if you can count 8 women in a lifetime, one of them will be diagnosed with breast cancer. I sat down with Linda Clark, a breast cancer survivor, and she shared her story about how she first realized she had breast cancer.
Kind of scratched my neck. And then I felt a little scratch right here, a little pain right here, and it was a lump.
Linda's mother and 2 brothers were also diagnosed with breast cancer, and they are doing testing to see if the cancer genes may be hereditary. Linda's brother Jackson Clark, who was diagnosed 13 years ago, tributes his life to the breast cancer commercials.
That's what saved my life, because if it had not been for that commercial that I saw on TV at 10 o'clock at night, I would have never checked. I checked and found my own lump on my breast, and that's rare for men.
The tremendous support that she receives from her boss and her family is what keeps her striving. She offered a piece of advice for others who were recently diagnosed.
Don't give up. Just, it's hard. It's about the hardest thing that could happen to you in life.
Alone, Linda was a fighter, but together like one hand, the Clark family triumphed.
We're breast cancer survivors.
For News 20 at 5, I'm Gabrielle Dawkins.
Visit www.nationalbreastcancer.org. Looking for a way to keep your kids active? Organizations have teamed up with the Capital Health Plan and the Leon County Schools to form the Champions. Champions is a citywide initiative to promote healthy lifestyles to adolescents. The campaign is not to only push kids to become active, but to also gain skills that will help them in school. That's all for tonight's broadcast. I'm Taria Ogden, and thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow evening for TV News 20 at 5. Good night.